Hi, Kelsey's back. The quality of my last video was really bothering me, so I just want to hop on here and elaborate a little bit more on some of the things I talked about in my first video. If you have not watched it, I highly recommend going back to watch it because I'm not going to be doing recaps and going over things that I've already talked about. So, one thing I really wanted to reiterate and go over again that I don't think I stressed enough was don't trade just to trade. Don't trade just because you have money. The market doesn't know that you've got money. Do you know what I mean? That's emotional. Learning how to read patterns or charts a little bit better will help you gain that entry point. And again, you're never going to get like the perfect entry point. Sometimes you will. People get lucky all the time, for sure, you know. But we always assume that we're never going to get the perfect entry point and we're never going to get the perfect exit point. So try not to be emotional. Don't trade just to trade. If you've got an extra $100, put it in your Tether account and watch your watch lists. At this point, I'm hoping that you're starting to grow your watch lists and you're starting to do a little bit of research on some of these companies and being slow with your trading, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. You can absolutely start with $50 or $100. Absolutely you can. If you do your research and you find, a $1 company, a $2 company, a $3 company, there are a lot of cryptos out there that are what we would consider well established at $1. And in the regular stock market, those companies would not be considered well established because we're in a new market, right? Crypto's new-ish. It's new for a lot of you. Nobody is going to do this for you, okay? If you're in America, you're lucky because you have Bitcoin ETFs that are starting to form. But in Canada here, we haven't quite gotten that. We haven't gone that route yet. So the only way that you're going to be successful and make gains in the crypto world is by doing research. This channel is designed to help you and guide you on how to do research, how to find the coin that fits your strategy and your budget. Okay? So if you have $10,000 to throw at something, sure, get some Bitcoin on the dip. It's dipping right now. As of this video, it's dipping. Buy some. But if you only have $100, I mean, Bitcoin's not going to give you those gains unless you're planning on holding it for a really long time. Say you have $500 to throw into something and you really just don't want to miss out on the Bitcoin, then I would say take $100, buy it on the dip. But at that point, you have to commit to continue buying Bitcoin on the dips. And you're probably going to have to commit to holding on to it for the next 5 years at least. But also not a bad strategy. Put in the work and learn your money. I love that. I love that phrase. Learn your money. So what do I mean? Well, last video I talked about how to utilize a Google search in order to pick what a coin might hit, what the projected price is. I want to elaborate on that a little bit because I was rewatching my video and I don't think that I really got all my thoughts out the way that I wanted to. So, for example, if you're Google searching, I'm going to use Wax again as an example. Again, if you haven't seen the first video, just stop and go back and watch the first one. So Wax was projected to hit $1.12 by the end of this year. But by the end of next year, it was projected to hit $3. Okay? So that's a good coin for me. That's a good coin for my strategy. That's a good coin for my budget. Again, it's also, it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not backed by Ethereum. It's related to the Ethereum market. So it already started out with more solidity than a lot of these 24-cent coins. So like Doge, we'll use the other Dodge, whatever. Elon Musk is Shiba Inu coin. When you search for that one, that coin's been stuck at 24 cents for the better part of this year. Okay, so I made that other coin go from 24 to 90 cents. I made money off of it in a week. Whereas, you know, I did throw a little bit of money into Dodge, but only because I have the extra money to lose. It has not gained at all. Like, it goes up 3 cents and then it goes down 5 cents. So it probably will go up, but okay, so my point is, when you're Google searching, if a coin is projected to hit $3 and it's only at 80 cents, that's a lot of room for growth, right? If you search for something and the coin's already at 80 cents and the projected total is $1.12, you have to throw a lot of money into that to make the gains that you would make from an 80 to $3 jump. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to add to that Google search. Not only when you're looking for something to be the same across the board with the analysts, but you also want to make sure that there's room for gains on your coin, okay? Especially if you're only dealing with like $500. So how do you choose an entry point? Well, first of all, again, I want you to research patterns a little bit more. I have a good idea in my head of what a trend should look like. So if you see it coming down, triangle patterns are great for this. If you see a line coming down and it's like just coming down, or it has been coming down for the last 6 months or 3 months or a month, and then at the bottom it starts to come up, that doesn't mean that it's going to continue to go up. What you want to see is like a solid, I don't like to give specifics with people because it really depends on which kind of coin that you're looking at. But cup and handle pattern. Go and Google that. Cup and handle pattern. That will show you a good idea of what you want a pattern to kind of look like. And then you can pick an entry point all along the upswing. You're pretty safe with crypto. I've completely gotten out of the stock market. I have like 4 stocks left out of 20 that I'm waiting to kind of go up a little bit higher before I get out of them. But I'm getting out of the stock market altogether because it's just too many unknowns with the world, with what's going on. If you Google, is a recession coming, you will see a lot of articles about a potential crash, recession that was, it's definitely going to be like 2008, and some people are saying it might be as bad as the 30s. So I'm not willing to take that chance or risk with my money, so I'm just getting out. Crypto is the future. Digital currency is the future. And I just personally feel safer with my money in digital currency. So, entry points. Yes. Study your patterns. Triangle patterns, cup and handle, head and shoulders. You don't get a lot of head and shoulders in crypto. That's more for like regular stock. But if you look up crypto patterns, study those. I've been using triangle and cup and handle for a few of my coins, and I've gotten fairly decent entry points. As of the time of this video, it is the 22nd of November. It's 6:15 BC time. The crypto market is dipping. Bitcoin is currently at $56,700 US. The Binance dollar is at $563. We've got Bitcoin. I mean, for the long term, that's a good entry point. We've got Matic sitting at $1.55. That's a good one. We've got Cardano sitting at $1.78. XRP's down to $1.04. I also really like Solana, SOL. There's a big hype around that coin, and it seems to be holding support. The other thing I really like to see too, attached to my triangle pattern, is a straight line. And by straight line, I mean the middle of the stock. I'm going to try and show you this without a glare. So this is Solana. So you've got a solid dip and a little bit of it coming up. And then the middle of all those lines it's kind of straight, right? The area in which it was just there is pretty much where it is on the other end, right? Yes, a lot of business happened in between there, but from the time it dipped and shot back up, it's pretty much a straight line across to where it is right now. So when I say a straight line, that's what I mean. So I want to see that little bit of a straight line after a dip and a rise before I say, hey, I'm going to buy some more of this. Candlestick charts are way better than the line you see on crypto.com, but for beginners, crypto.com is a good app. These are nice for entry points. If you have trouble with entry points, just leave a comment, ask for the questions. The more questions I get on these videos, the more I know what you guys want to know. Because like, I'm not a beginner anymore, so I can't even remember what it was like to have these questions. I'm a researcher. I just went on and I just did all this researching myself and learned. Again, I'll plug Swing Trading the Stock Market podcast. He also has a YouTube channel called Share Planner. So he's really good at explaining the graphs and the charts more. That's who teaches me. I don't claim to know financial advice. I don't claim to know, everything, but I will direct you and guide you to the areas of the internet in which I use and how I learn to trade. So learn about entry points, learn about patterns. If you have only $500 to throw in, don't throw it all into one coin at once. Spread it out, diversify, try to buy on the dip. If something's like shooting up super high, like let me show you, AVAX, Avalanche. If something is shooting up like this, probably not the best entry point. Right? It hasn't come down yet. See those 3 little lines underneath there? Those are the moving averages. It's way above all 3 moving averages. So that is definitely going to come back down. Be careful with those ones. Where you've got Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is sitting right at its 7-day moving average, but it's below its 25-day moving average. And often cryptos are above their 99-day moving averages because they move around so much. So, but this one definitely, it's coming back down a little bit. Nobody can say exactly how low it's going to go, but get familiar with patterns. Add all these things to my watch list is, these are all everything that I'm watching. I don't own all of these. This is just my watch list. These are just things that I look at and watch. Try to buy on the dip. You're never going to hit the perfect entry point. Utilize Google. If a coin is at 80 cents and the price prediction is only at $1.12, again, not a lot of room for gains. There's still gains there. If a coin's at 80 cents and the price prediction is $3 across the board, way better gains. Stick to your strategy. It is so emotional dealing with your money. You'll get used to it, okay? So I will leave you with that for now. I'm sorry my thoughts were all over the map. The quality of my last video was bothering me, so I just wanted to do another one quickly and touch on a few more things and expand on what we already talked about. So drop your questions in the comments, subscribe to my channel, and I will continue to teach you the beginner world of cryptocurrency. Adios!